Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Barry Ota is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
In there, no balls and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun bunch.
0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-battle continues. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line to shortstop, and there's run away.
Batting second, the center fielder, Kyle Israel.
In now, Kyle Israel. A ball and no strikes. Ota is the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, B-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner. Give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on. He's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
2-2 the count. And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. So a full count now. Salvador Perez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Pitch is popped up. Lewis in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Robinson is there, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the Royals nothing. Twins coming to bat. Lots more to come on MLB Network. Michael Lorenzen will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
So coming to the plate, Darren O'Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Darren.
There's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Dan Vero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Now batting,
Tyler
W. First shot
W.
for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Here's a look over first, and he'll be back in standing up. He's set, and the pitch fouled away. W., a rare South Dakota-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. From the belt, the pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing. Now the 1-1 pitch, fouled off. The 1-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Obradovich rounds third and is digging for the plate. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they
The
posted
center
some
fielder,
big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. It's going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
So stepping in, Byron Buxton. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0. Taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and with 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Set to deliver on 3-0. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage.
Pasquarello scoops it up, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak rolling, Vero?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Hit out to its second. Only play is going to be at first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
The designated hitter,
Stepping into the box, Alex Healy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Oliveros on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and no one left.
the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Popped up. The windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. There's a line drive base hit to left field.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack. We'll see how they play it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. The second for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fast.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 once more. Just hung in there on that one. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
That's popped up out toward short right field. Obradovic is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, Dan Robinson.
Leading
He'll
off
swing it
for
from
the
the left
Twins.
side right here.
One of the keys to securing
Dan
a win, they want to keep the pressure on
Robinson.
and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oliveros is there. 1 down.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
The 1-0. Looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. There's Carlos Correa now. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's got 2 hits in 16 tries. Two out, nobody on. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Correa has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that
He has some trouble with it. And the throw in time is to be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Yeah, that is why the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Ball one. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled away. And he chased it in the dirt. Perez recovers. And that ends the inning.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done. And that helps everyone feel more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of baseball club, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The second baseman.
Kicking in now for Kansas City. Jonathan Inoa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 0-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. And it's 1-2. Olivera on first. Nobody out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Obradovich will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Drew Waters, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. He's not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and he pops him up. And no one can get there as it falls. And to score, the runner from second.
definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much to the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Witt stepping in. Bobby Witt. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on near the end. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Bases are empty here with 2 men in. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that's in there, 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base paths when he plays. So there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
This is low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Now to the plate, Darren Obradovich. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Darren.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler W. trying to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
1-0.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Israel comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Riding in once again, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
It's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Buxton, a 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they...
High and deep to right center. Lindsay going back. Still ranging back. Solo home run for Byron Buxton. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what you got. A really bad result.
Now batting, number 21.
Stepping in now, number 21. He'll take a full strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Popped him up. Pascarella is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 3 full. Minnesota's out in front, 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shout her off. When a guy's rotating like this, fastball at the knees into both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything.
Number 8, Vinny Pascarella.
Shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Pascarella, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for Kansas City to this point. And swung on and missed. Is down on strikes. And the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the legs.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As the First pitch here's a bit high. It's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. KC down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for
Coming
the
to the
Twins,
plate now, Alex
the
Healy.
designated hitter.
He flew out in his
Alex
last at-bat.
Healy.
Low for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
Gets him in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him out of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Now into the box, Dan Robinson. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Colby Oberdavis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeup. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Colby Oberdavis becomes out number 2 this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So the Twins out. Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1-0 as the changeup misses well off the inside. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Edward Olivero. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Number 21 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Royce he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time pay last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here. When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heat.
Renfroe moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren Obradovich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tyler W. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
0-1, no strike.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe is after it, and this one will bounce into the wall. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
The center fielder,
great job of
25.
driving that ball. Extending his arms very well. Was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. Dozier brings it in. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Pinoa. They'll need him to get something going here.
Jonathan.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as we'll take a look at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Buxton is in pursuit, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 away now.
The batter, number 15.
Stepping up to the plate, Drew Waters. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. A hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it comes.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bobby Witt. He singled his last time up. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove the line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Kyle Israel, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Number 9, Jimmy.
There's a bullet base hit right there, but he has to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Waters on third, Witt over at second. Israel is over at first with one away. To 1-2 now. Hit hard to short, right to him. Barehanded for one. Back to first, and that was a sparkler. A double play, and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Chance Adams is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. So here's the cleanup hitter, number 21. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Two balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Flag down deep in the hole. as he takes one away. Wow. Into the box now, Alex Healy.
To show you how strong this guy is. He hit that last off-speed burst over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong burst.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Perez corrals it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins.
Sliding into the box, and Robinson. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
After that hit right there, Gio, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games. Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help his speed better at night.
At the plate, holding Obradovich. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball in.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 out with the man at first.
Ball, that's
top,
too high.
it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-0 count. The pitch skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the stretch. Ripped on the ground to first. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary for 6 innings of play. In the box now, Salvador Perez. You up with 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1. Taken below the zone for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Up next to the Warriors.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. 1 man gone now for KC in the 7th. And that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
Ball
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This is line to left. Number 21 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Edward Oliveira. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A ball and no strikes. Runner on first with 2 away. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base. No one has been able to come up with that big number.
Oh, you know what, Jim? This pitch is kind of working on trouble the entire time so far.
Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one. This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. They trail it 4-1. Standing in, Carlos Correa. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Now here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Ball 2.
A fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So striding in,
now
Royce Lewis,
the third baseman. Lewis.
Ready, here's the first offering. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The batter.
In now, Darren
baseman. Darren.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Leading off the inning, Drew Kansas City, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Water.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball on the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
2-2 one more time. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Lineup flips over and taking in Bobby Witt. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
1-2 the count of the Royals shortstop. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Count remains 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's out number 2. Striding in, Kyle Israel. And they're down to their final 4 outs here.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
so
please.
They'll go to the bullpen now and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Cole Campbell.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Throwing the dirt for a good scoop of first saves and error as the side is retired. KC down in order. Mike Mayers is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in, Tyler W.
The first
a couple
baseman.
of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Lays
off 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But it's off his glove. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The center fielder
is Byron Buxton now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. This is foul right side. Wind up and the 0-1. There's ball 1. On the run, this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up and knocks right there.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Trying to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so a
swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Israel, and that still going back. Field is second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him
number
up.
21.
In now, number 21. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just
one
one
ball,
of those
one
days
strike.
when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
One out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. To his right, Unoa. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now back.
Digging
the
in,
designated hitter,
Healy.
Alex Healy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider swung on and missed when the side is retired. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Royals. It's the Twins 5 and the Royals 1.
Your
Johan
attention, please.
Duran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the
Number
door.
59.
So next to the plate for the Royals,
Duran.
Vinny Castilla.
You may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Obradovich waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
To the Royals.
Now at the plate, Mr. Renfroe. He needs to make something happen. We're down to the final out here in the ninth. And that one swung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this will be called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. KC down to their final strike in this one. And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Minnesota jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Barry Hota pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the had 12